To my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to share you my Accenture interview experience. In this video, I'm going to discuss my interview questions that I was asked and how I prepared for interview. And at the end of the video, I will share you some tips to crack the interview. So don't miss the video and watch it till the end. See, most of the Accenture interviews are conducted in online mode and we need to choose the time slot for interview, and I had chosen a time slot of 10:40 a.m. and it lasted for 20 minutes. And coming to my interview questions, see, the first question is a very basic expected question. Tell me briefly about yourself, and which is nothing but self introduction. And I had prepared about my self introduction very well, and I given it at my level best. And the second question, it is also most expected question. Tell me about your project. So I had mentioned two projects in my resume, and I had discussed about one of the project which I was very much known. And the third question is, what is the feedback that you had received from your guide or friends after finishing the project? So this question is not expected from my end, and I had framed the answer that my guide had appreciated me that I had finished the project in the given timeline. And next question, what are the issues faced while doing the project and how did you overcome it? I told that we need to balance both project and academics, which is the problem. So we had overcome it by making some online meetings and creating WhatsApp groups and communicating with my team members. In this way, we had overcome the issue, and they had asked me, tell me a recent situation where you had overcame a problem and turned it into an opportunity. And I answered it like it is the answer which I didn't expect, and I answered it in my creative way. And they again asked me the question, tell me a recent situation where you had overcome a problem and turned it into an opportunity in your project. So for this question, I answered that in my project, I am supposed to use a new technology which I'm not aware. And I got an opportunity to learn a new technology. In this way, I had overcome a problem and turned it into an opportunity to learn more. And I think he was impressed at that moment. And the next question is, what are the things that you had learned from old project and implemented in your new project? So I told that in my old project I came to know that team collaboration is very important. So in my new project, I came to collaborate with my team. Like I had shared the work among the team members in my team by knowing their strengths, where they were very uh, aware. In that way, I had shared the work, and my project, new project which we had done, is a very successful one. And coming to next question, when two or more members in team come up with different ideas, how did you overcome it? And I told that yes sir, we had overcome that situation. As a team leader, my team members came with more ideas, but as a team leader, I should be responsible to listen every idea, and I should be responsible for the whole project. So I managed my team members first by listening their ideas and choosing the right one, and negotiating the others that is a good idea. And I had managed my team members so that no person is hurt by my decision. And the next question is, what is the difficult subject in your semester and how did you overcome it? And I told that this question I had listened in one of the Accenture interview experience where a person done the video, and this question is expected, and but I didn't think an answer for this question. So and I told that sir, MEFA is a subject which is related to MBA, and I don't know that subject. I am a very good student, but in that subject, in that semester, I got less marks in my mid. So that is my difficult subject, and I had overcome it by practicing the formulas and everything in that subject. In that way, I overcome that difficult subject, and I got good grades in that subject in that semester. And at the end of the interview, the interviewer had asked any questions for me, and that's my first interview, and I was like, no sir, I don't have any questions for you. And he was like, okay. And the meeting was ended in that way. And guys, let me remind you that there is no 100% guarantee that technical questions won't be asked in interview, because it depends upon the interviewer. And if you are mentioning any technical skills in your resume, or if your project is more highlighted in your self introduction or resume, or if the interviewer wants to know more about your technical skills, there might be some technical questions, so be prepared about all the things you had mentioned in your resume. And some of my friends, they were asked some SQL questions and some technologies which they had mentioned in their project. Some basics questions will be asked, so be prepared. It might occur in the worst case of interview, so be prepared. And see, for me, these are the dates how my recruitment process gone. And on 28th August, I had written my cognitive and technical round. And on 2nd September, I gave my communication round. And 7th September, I had my interview. And on 26th September, the results of interview was released. So interview result can be expected within 15 days, 15 working days after your interview. And yes, that's it from my end. So let me share you some tips to crack Accenture interview. Guys, first prepare self-introduction. This is most asked question in interview. In every interview, this question is most expected. So prepare well about your self introduction, because that is the first question which you are being asked in the interview. So if you prepare your self introduction very well, and if you introduce yourself in a good way, it's like first impression in your interview. So if you introduce yourself best, then almost all your interview will go in a smooth way. And also for Accenture, prepare well about your project. As the second question, which is most expected in Accenture interview, is tell me about your project. So you had to talk about your project, like the problem statement, and what are the technologies used in that project, what are the challenges you had faced in that project, what is your role in the project. In such a way, make an answer and prepare for it. And prepare your basic core subjects. Like if you are a person from computer science background, prepare operating systems and data structures, any programming language basics. Don't go to advanced level, first go to your basics and prepare one programming language basics. See, if you are qualified for interview, definitely you might have solved a coding question in your exam. So it's better to know a programming language basics. In worst case, if they ask you any syntax of a concept in programming, you should be able to tell it. So prepare one programming language basics, and also prepare most frequently asked questions. You can go through YouTube, Google, many resources are there to know about most frequently asked questions. And go through your resume. So whatever the thing you had mentioned in your resume, go through it, because if in the worst case, if you are asked about the technologies or skills which you had mentioned in your resume, you should be in a safe way, right? So go through your resume, whatever you mentioned in resume, you need to be thorough with it. And for Accenture, you are not again asked to produce a new resume. So the resume which you had applied for Accenture is considered for your interview. So go through your resume thoroughly. And let me also share you some tips for cracking any interview. First, while you are going to an interview, know about the company. So if the interviewer asks you why this company, why Accenture, you know about the company and highlight the company and make sure the interviewer is thinking that this company is the very best solution for you. This is your dream company. Like that, you need to answer the question and stay updated. See, know about what technologies the company is looking and about what technologies the company is taking projects. Stay updated with the trending technologies and mention it in your self introduction if you are aware. And take tips from your seniors and siblings who had cracked that company already, so that they give you some tips. And dress up yourself. See, Accenture interview is in online mode. Don't think that no matter about my dress sense, because it's not an offline interview. You should on your camera, right? So don't wear very casual clothes. Dress up yourself in a formal way. and set up the environment and look the camera. Guys, it's an online interview, so you need to sit in a calm place. You can't sit in a place where there is a lot of noise, and also the lighting should be very good, so that because you're on your camera, right? And look into camera, don't look at surroundings, and make sure you should be confident. This is the main thing, guys. No matter you know the answer for the interview or not, be confident and answer any question. If you don't know the answer, be confident and say something about what you know in it. Okay, that's it from my end. All the best for the ones who are attending the interview. If you had any queries, drop it in the comment section, and hope this video is helpful for you. And if you find this video useful, like the video, share it to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, The Hidden Chick. Thank you so much.